Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the MyQ Smart Garage Hub, so stay tuned. So the funny thing is I started my channel 2.5 years ago. One of the first videos I wanted to do with that channel was to set up a smart garage door. And that was kind of because at the time I had left my garage open all day. Luckily I had a neighbor close it, but this was one of the things I wanted to get into a video of. I looked at a bunch of stuff. One thing that I was really kind of honing in on buying was the Go Control. The Go Control was about, I think it was like 150, maybe close to $100, but it just seemed kind of expensive for what it was. You also needed to connect it to a smart hub, so that's why I also had Smart Things to get that up and running, but it just seemed to be very involved at the time. Now fast forward 2.5 years later and I found the MyQ Smart Garage Hub. I got this one here because it connects to most garages that were manufactured after 1993. So I picked this guy up, it was an amazing deal, and what really caught my attention with this one is that right here on the back it says it works with Amazon Key. So if you're familiar, Amazon has a couple ways that they can deliver packages. One of them, which was a little controversial, is that they can come in through your front door. So you can put in a smart lock, they can unlock your door. I think the one requirement with that is that you had to also use their camera so you can monitor the situation. They have since then also come out with a different way where they can drop it off in your trunk. I'm not really sure how that works. And now they have the Amazon Key that will allow them to access your garage. So I will be testing that out. And if you guys want to see a video on that whole experience with the Amazon Key, let me know in the comments below. But let's get this guy set up and connected, and I will show you guys how to use it. Okay, so there's not a whole lot that comes in this box. We have got the central hub right here, which is going to control everything. It does have a LED light on it, which will flash and play a beeping noise, so that way you know the garage is closing. On here, we've got the sensor, so it knows when the door is open and closed. We've got power, we've got a bracket for putting this up on the ceiling, and then we've got some screws and stuff like that. So that is all that comes in the box. Let's jump out to the garage right now, and I will show you guys how easy this thing is to set up and start using. So you know what's ironic about today is that my neighbor left their garage open today and probably don't even know about it, but if they had one of these Chamberlain garage doors, they could tell. Okay, so the first thing you guys want to do is download the app and install it, log in. Yeah, audio was no good for that. So I'm just gonna go through the steps that I took to get this thing set up. It was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. I downloaded the app, created an account, and when I logged in, it just asked me to select which device I wanted to set up. I obviously selected the smart garage door hub that I'm setting up, asked me to plug it in. Once we got that plugged in, it detected it, connected it to Wi-Fi, all super simple stuff. Then it had very detailed steps for setting everything up. I was actually really impressed with the setup process because not only did it have step-by-step instructions, but there was also a video too that you could watch on how to mount the different sensors and then also how to mount the bridge and everything too. So it was very easy to do. Follow the steps to set this thing up. Once you get the hub connected, you're going to connect the sensor that's going to attach to the garage door. Once that's connected, you're going to then mount it to the garage. Make sure you mount it at that point too, because you'll need that for the next step. You're going to connect that hub to your garage door opener. Now to do this in the steps, you'll select which garage door that you have. For myself, I selected the Genie, and then I just pushed the button on the bottom of my garage door opener, which put it into pairing mode. It does say that it can take a couple minutes for it to connect, but I just basically sat there and I let it work. It took it about 45 seconds for it to actually connect and open the garage door. The garage door opened up because I had the sensor attached to the garage door. It could detect that the garage door got opened, and then I got a notification that it was done, it was working. So in the app, I've got a big button telling me if it's open or closed and how long it's been open or closed. You just gotta hit that button to close or open, and it's as easy as that. Because you can close your garage door from anywhere now, it does have a built-in safety feature that the hub will flash and also make a loud beeping noise, notifying anybody in the area that it is closing. So if you're not going to attach your hub to the ceiling, I'd recommend putting it somewhere where people will be able to hear and notice the flashing light. So So if we click in the top right corner, we can see the menu of the different things you can do in this app. You can take a look at the history. So every time the garage door is opened and closed, you can also set up guests. So if you have somebody else that you want to give control to, for me, I wanted my wife to be able to open and close the garage from her phone. She created an account on there. I then went in, I sent an invite to her. So now she can also do the same thing on her phone. But if you have other people, grandparents, anything like that, you can make them a guest on there to also control this. Another thing you can do is you can set up alerts. So by setting up an alert, you can say, send me a notification if the garage is left open for a certain amount of time, which is going to be super helpful. That way, if the garage is left open, you're going to get a text on your phone notifying you of that. You can also set up schedules too. So say for example, if you're in an area where you leave your garage open most of the day, but you want it closed at night, you can set that up to say for like 8 o'clock at night, you want your garage door to be closed in case you forget. It will automatically do that. Another option here is a works with MyQ. So if you click on that, you can see all of the different third-party companies that will work with MyQ. Amazon Key being one of those. So I did set that up with Amazon Key. I have used it. It was actually a pretty cool experience. So there are a couple of services that work with MyQ. For example, Google Assist or IFTTT that do require a subscription. Now I've heard that the subscription is $1 a month or $10 a year. But I went to go check it out and it's showing that all subscriptions now are free. So I went in and I did subscribe. It said that there's no credit card needed, so I signed up for it. I assume when the limited time ends on this, that it'll probably just cancel my subscription because it did not require any kind of credit card. I did call up their customer service to confirm that. They said that that was a new thing, that everything was free, but supposedly at any time, if Google Assist or IFTTT want to change that in the future, they could. Well, that's all the information that I have on this MyQ smart garage door opener. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If so, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.